The Foundation's School Leadership Award was founded in 1978, and just over 40 years since then, it's supported around 1,600 young people.
Leadership Award holders attend 2 leadership days in their last 2 years at school, and they also do 2 community action placements, so they go and spend a week in residence with a particular charity.
It offers an extraordinary leadership opportunity to grow in leadership over those 2 years in the 6th form, and then to be part of this network of leaders around the country.
The leadership day last year, when I came here for the first time, was also the first time I'd properly been down to London. It was very interesting to meet all the other leadership award holders from my year and the year above at the time. At least at my school, in my friend group, it can sometimes seem, especially young people at our stage, might not be necessarily as confident in professional settings, but it was really refreshing to come in and everyone shook my hand and everyone made eye contact and said their name. And it seems like such a small thing, but it was really refreshing.
So we've had the opportunity to listen to a lot of speakers surrounding leadership from previous years who have received the award, as well as just being able to ask questions of fellow workers in the foundation themselves who have previously gone through the process. I'm really looking forward to being like kind of a leader for other teams to get involved as well, and giving advice to the holders who are going to be in the following years, especially from my school as well.
We have a huge range of inspiring projects which the Foundation has supported over the years across the country, and a number of these are very happy to act as hosts to our Leadership Award holders for 2 weeks in the summer. They go off, often with some trepidation, for 2 weeks into this totally new environment, and frequently come back saying it's the best thing I've ever done.
So Joel came and spent 2 weeks with us here at White Kids. Got involved with a lot of the events that we did. He did a lot of prep work. We gave him jobs and he was just brilliant because he got on and just did it. He has a brilliant character, really lovely demeanour about himself, and he just got fully involved with everything that we did.
So my volunteer role is taking place at the Prison Reform Trust, and I'm helping compile entries for various competitions and categorise matters. From the Prison Reform Trust, I have learnt lots of practical skills. I have also learnt more personal skills, such as communicating with people from all walks of life and working as a team.
I think the big impact has been the community action placement that Sophia did in the summer. She went to Liverpool for 2 weeks. It was the first time she'd really spent an extended period away from home, and she had an incredibly rich experience and has come back kind of buzzing and really having grown in confidence.
So at the moment I'm doing my community action placement at a charity called Brook. Yesterday I did a session with a group of women which was about self-esteem and confidence, and Brook were running the session, and all of these women were coming from different areas of the world seeking asylum in Liverpool, and hearing and listening to their stories was so empowering, and I think we take so much for granted, and I was so happy to see the amount of work that Brook do to help these women feel so much better.
We depend very much on the judgment of the heads who put them forward. They identify young people in Year 11 who fulfil the 2 criteria.
We started by looking at everybody in Year 11 who could possibly be taking part, and we look for somebody who is confident about their academic ability and whose family backgrounds might mean that they've been really quite localised. I've seen a lot of benefits come to the young people. The perspectives it gives young people about connections that can be made, that you don't have to be identical to be able to make a connection, but that they have been in a school probably where people have got a lot more in common than they've got in difference. And therefore they have worked on an assumption that in the future they're most likely to succeed if they work with or study with people like them. And they've actually come away and realised that that's probably not the case, and that in fact a successful team is probably going to have a diverse group of people who've got very different skills.
The Rank Fellowship is the alumni scheme for everyone who has ever earned one of the Leadership Awards, and it was set up in 2003. It was the brainchild of Fred Packard, who is of course of the Rank family and was then chairman of the foundation. But another person who was absolutely instrumental in that was Jason Schaffer. So he was a Leadership Award holder from 1978, the sort of founding cohort, and he partnered with Fred to set up the Rank Fellowship. If they could get together everybody that had ever got one of these awards and see what they were doing now, and see if they could create a group of people that could do something positive for society.
Back in the 80s, I was lucky to receive an award in the first place. I wanted to give back, given how much I had received. And what's wonderful about the Rank Foundation is just how much it puts into the networks, the power of networks. It's just so important. And it's a chance for people who receive, like I have, people who are coming through, to really learn from each other. And there's something very special about the Alumni Network. It's not dedicated to a place and a time. It's dedicated to a range of individuals from all walks of life who go on to do extraordinary things in different areas.
I think that Rank gave me so much and continue to do so that I want to be able to give that to other people. And I do feel like when I was at university I didn't necessarily stay in touch with Rank, and it's only because I've moved back to London that I did get back in touch and get back involved. So I think I want to bridge that gap and keep hold of people while they're at uni.
The Rank Fellowship's given me so much and so many different opportunities that anything that I can give back to them to make a positive impact myself, I will be a part of. So being part of the steering committee is a great chance for me to have some influence on it.
What the Leadership Award aims to do is to broaden their horizons, increase their experience, help them to complete their education, and by doing so, it hopes that they will make a greater difference as they go through life.
I've learned that it's kind of in our own way like a community where we can all help each other get other opportunities and get further in life. And it's great to see how the difference in age gaps can still have value, and we can all help each other no matter what age you are or where you come from.
We've now got a whole range of people that are in pretty high places, because we started 40 years ago, they're now 55 to 65. And beginning to get into very senior places. But I think really it's enabling people to make a difference.
What I would wish for the fellowship goes back to the vision of Lord Rank, which is that we can all be pebbles in the pond, having a ripple out positive effect on society.